She's going to live, isn't she? The woman asked the veterinarian timidly. It will be, but not more than a few hours. The doctor pronounced his verdict. Hearing these words, the dog raised his head with difficulty and looked at the people. Pain and helplessness were read in his gaze. Soon tears rolled out of them. She was still young and barely lived, and she had already been given a death verdict. We did not give up, especially since the gypsy herself was not going to give up her life so easily. The dog fought for every minute, for every hour of his life. She was on edge twice, but we managed to find donors for her in time. The veterinarians made every effort, but could not establish a diagnosis in any way, which means they treated the symptoms and not the disease itself, which could not be identified in any way. A couple of times I was going to take a gypsy girl to a clinic in the capital, but she was too weak and unstable. The veterinarians were afraid that the road would be fatal for her. When the gypsy girl became stable enough to withstand the road, we were still able to take her to Moscow. By this point she was still eating very little and lacked the strength to stand on her paws. In the Moscow clinic, the dog was welcomed with open arms. A consultation was immediately convened. It was not immediately possible to understand what caused the disease, but in the end the diagnosis was established. The gypsy girl behaved perfectly in the clinic. Over time she began to trust Olya, the curator, who visits her and our other wards, who are being treated in Moscow. The girl also became attached to the clinic staff. In just a month, the treatment brought excellent results. The doctors were able to snatch the gypsy girl from the clutches of death. She almost returned to a full life. The treatment is not over yet, but the doctors are confident that the gypsy girl will live. So far, she has not shown much activity, but gradually gets used to normal life, learns to walk on a leash and socializes. In order for the dog to get used to people faster, the clinic manager put her in his office, where she is much more interesting and more fun than in a closed cage.